Welcome, dear listener, to episode 62. I'm James.
I'm Mike, and we are
Last of the Party, the show where we talk about all the nerdy goodness. Mike, what do we have for him this week?
Dude, we've got some first world stupid size stress. I mean, dear listener, okay, we fully admit that this is one of those problems that you can only get when you're blessed in a country where you have an excess of money and can blow it on ridiculous crap, which is kind of why you listen to this podcast anyway. But you know how it is after the holiday season where you stare in wide-eyed horror and delight at all the content that you have in your possession at your fingertips online that you just want to consume, but you have silly responsibilities like jobs and family and stuff. Well, today we're going to talk about all the things that we want to get into, but we just don't have the time.
Yeah.
We've got some backlog blues, man. It's just weird. But it hit me today, and I'm like, we need to discuss. We need to talk just to get it out there, just to share the stupid that this is. I mean,
yeah, it's ridiculous. So to kind of give you guys a little bit of backlog on the backlog blues, these are games and stuff that we own
or have access to and aren't playing. And yes, I realize that's hashtag first world problems / hashtag nerd life problems. But if it weren't first world problems, we wouldn't be on a podcast about nerd stuff because that could only happen in the first world, in my opinion. I mean, if we were in like the third world, we'd be hunting for logs and trying to get sturdier shelter and working all day to get a couple of dollars together. And I'm not making fun. I'm just saying, let's face it. Let's be real. This is a frivolous podcast about frivolous things that we love because we can. And we know that.
I do want to address the comment that you made just a second ago saying that we have an excess of money, because I don't have an excess of money. But
okay, let me define that. An excess of money here is a word that we're using to define the fact that not all of our funds are going to either food, clothing, shelter. That's it. You have access to a running automobile. Okay. You have room bigger than your closet to live in, etc.
Right.
That type of thing.
I'm on board.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. I'm saying the fact that you have a spot to store food in multiple locations, as opposed to working all day to get a little something. That's really what I mean by access. This is last of the party, not we have all the premier crap in the party. So
right.
Not by the way, don't crap in a party. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Real house husbands. What did you just say?
I don't know.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is kind of a catch-up episode for us, dear listener. We really haven't had a chance to talk about the fun and the what have you. I mean, yeah, we've talked and recorded things, but this is not a current event trending thing. This is more of the monster in the closet in the room. Let's talk about it type of thing. Yeah. Well, James, I know you're playing Assassin's Creed Origins. That's like the only status I see for you on the Xbox.
Yeah, it's so good, man.
And I agree. I mean, I actually had to stop for a bit because, I mean, okay, first, Assassin's Creed's awesome. Eventually, we will talk about it once we both at least beat the main campaign.
But the main campaign, I heard today, is 40 hours long.
Which, props to Ubisoft for getting a good length campaign going. But there's so much crap to do on that map. I mean, we might not talk about this list till 2025. I mean,
I almost broke down today to buy some Helix credits so that I could buy the map of all of like the star rock formations just to get that out of the way, but I didn't. I spent it instead on crafting materials. I didn't buy extra Helix. I had 200 lying around. So
I get that.
So Assassin's Creed Origins is the reason for all of my games that have gone unplayed / unused.
Good call.
And the first one on my list, much to the bamboozlers' dismay, and I'm gonna do two at one time here, is Fortnite / Overwatch. Now, I want to play these games, and I think that's the deal with all of these games. We want to play them.
Yeah.
That's why we bought them / have access to them.
Yes.
But because of games like Assassin's Creed and, my full-time job and
and family that wants to spend time with us, those sticky things.
Freaking jerks. Yeah, and right? Trying to obtain a bachelor's degree, I don't have a lot of extra time. And so when I do, I just want to do something. I want to jump in, and with AC Origins, it's really, really easy to jump in and maybe just kill some hippos and crocodiles for an hour.
And just ride around, and that musical score is just awesome, isn't it?
Or maybe I want to level up my hidden blade, or maybe I want to,
like you do,
just chase caravans with sleep darts for a while. Maybe I want to go lion hunting. And it's not cruelty to animals because A, it's in a video game, and B, I use a sword. I'm not a bow hunter. I lock on, bring up my shield, and I go to war with said lions.
Not me. I bow hunt those suckers.
Yeah,
from
I don't either.
Afar or
I
above,
never
I'm
get off my horse because I'm a gamer and we like shortcuts.
So I
use my horse and a gigantic axe, and I ride by and hit them, and they can't touch me. Mike, what's on your list?
Dude, well, obviously so many things. A friend of mine about a month ago let me borrow her copy of Gears of War 4 after the lovely people at Microsoft allowed us a chance to play it in a free trial, and I commented, wow, I can't wait to play this game someday. It seems intriguing. The next week she gave me the game and said, here. And I realized that there is no way on earth that I'm going to be able to play Gears of War 4 unless I put down everything else. And honestly, I've got like 3 or 4 open world games that I'm currently messing with. I'm like, I got to put all these down and get through this game so I can get this girl her game back.
Dude, so I'm so glad you said that. I'm going to buy that game and we're going to do it together.
You'd better hurry because I'm in like part 3, chapter something. I mean,
are you really
going down? Yeah, I'm far enough that I'm getting a sense of what's going on, but I have no idea what's actually going on yet. So
I think we can knock it out in an afternoon. As skilled as we are.
That means that people can't be home. Because Christina's already said, I don't want you playing that in front of the kids. And I've even got the swearing off and the gore off, and she's still like, nah. I'm like, good Lord. Okay.
I will leave both of those on, but make my kids go play in the snow.
Okay, that's awesome. So,
Father of the Year. Okay, so yeah, $20.
Basically, the 3 games that I've put on hold while I'm playing Gears of War 4 is 1, Assassin's Creed Origins. I hate to, but I've got to get this game back to this girl. Just Cause 3. Just another fun, ridiculous, but kind of repetitive open world game. And then Rise of the Tomb Raider are the 3 games I was kind of working on right before Christmas, and then I look back at my logs and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of stuff on this. so much crap.
Yeah.
Wow. And I've got to give it some indie nods here because I've also got Gone Home and the Turing Test. I've heard great things about the Turing Test.
Oh, I'm not. Are we supposed to be talking about indie games? Because I don't even know the amount of freaking free games that the Xbox has gotten me that I've downloaded, especially since I've gotten my 3 terabyte drive installed.
Oh wow!
I download everything.
Well, that okay.
Because why not?
I bring up the Turing Test because I know it got a lot of good reviews, and I personally want to try it because the concept intrigues me. A puzzle game set in space, bring that to me, please.
Sure.
So that seems fun to me. Something different. One thing I've noticed, I tend to play a lot of open world games where you run around, XP, whatever. But I've noticed there's so much to do.
Yeah.
That because you are an assassin, or you are a spy with B-movie kills, or you are whatever, or you are Lara Croft, that after a while, because you're in that genre, do you find it gets old at times?
I mean,
And by definition, I think it's going to, but go ahead.
Sort of. With Assassin's Creed Origin, and like I said, we'll talk about this. We're going to do a full episode on this game because it is so cool. And with, I mean, even when I had Destiny, I find myself just trying to improve all my stuff. I want to, before I go, attack the storyline that some developer and some writer have worked themselves to death on, I want to make sure that I have like the best chance of success, right? And that usually comes with you making sure all your crap's fully upgraded, especially in AC Origins, because wow. Dude, one on my list that was a free game from Xbox Gold was a game I was so excited about when it came out. I was so excited about this game. I was like, cool.
Which one?
It's funky.
Tell me.
It's weird. It's got punk rock in it. I'm all for this game. Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Great game.
So excited for this game. And then I downloaded it even before I had the 3 terabyte drive. And then I've played it for about 15 minutes, got past the first level, and I've yet to pick it up again. Not because I didn't like it, because I did. It was a blast. Pun intended. Pun intended.
Pun totally intended. And it's got some snarky writing. What the best part about that game, though, is when you respawn and it brings you back in other ways. At some point, it's a salute to Portal, and other times it's a salute to Terminator, and just so many different riffs on different stuff. I love that game.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it either. So I got I got a good quarter to a third of the way, and then something else or something happened, and I gave it a miss, sadly. I'm going to pick that back up at some point.
Yeah, same. I was so excited. I was like, oh, an energy drink company has started the zombie apocalypse. Well, I'll be the first one to die. And then I never picked it back up. What's next on your list, man?
Dude, there's 2 games that Telltale Games, before they went out of business or closed its doors, I don't know what exactly happened. I just know that they're no longer a thing. But the one game I've been looking for forever and finally got via Games for Gold on Xbox Live is Tales from the Borderlands. I got to play the first chapter a long time ago, and I loved it. It was just ridiculous and fun and different. And the second one that Reese is going through or has beaten, I can't remember which one, is Telltale Games Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh, is that any good?
Both of which were fun. Both of which sound awesome. I told him no spoilers. According to Reese, yes. They're both good. They both got great writing. Kind of their own soundtrack to Guardians of the Galaxy. So for music fans, they will like that. I got to pick it up and do it. So Guardians of the Galaxy, definitely got to give that a shot. It's just win.
I've never, I think I have The Walking Dead Chapter 2 that I got
maybe Chapter
free.
1.
Well, I got Chapter 1 for free from Xbox, but Chapter 2 was given away for free on PS4. So I had the first 2 chapters, and these are both on my list. I really love The Walking Dead show. No, I'm not caught up. No spoilers, you jerks.
I will say from all the reviews I've heard is at the end of that first because I think they did 3 of them. The first Walking Dead story from Telltale apparently is better than the show.
Wow. That's
what I've heard.
That's high praise.
Yes. Another one that actually was highly advertised at GameStop. I don't know if I would call it indie, but it's that weird, different side scroller-esque game. So I'm gonna say indie. I could be completely wrong. Song of the Deep. It was on sale for like $5, and the kids, oh yeah, we would play that. Oh yeah, I would play it. It looks interesting, and the gameplay looks kind of retro-esque and possibly kind of different. And bought it and never picked it up.
Yeah.
Need to. Makes me sick. There's actually a game called Gone Home that I also got from Xbox Live. Another indie game. Another puzzle game. Kind of creepy house in a thunderstorm at 2 a.m, and you're trying to figure out what everyone is. And I got a good hour and a half into that one. I was like, oh, intriguing. I'll play this more later. Haven't yet. So much hope, but not so much.
Right. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, man. I was really excited to replay the BioShock series.
Now, did you pick up the collection, or did you just have them? How do you have them?
Neither. I have a young man that I work with named Garrett, I think is how you pronounce his name. And I'm just kidding, it's Garrett, and I'm stupid. Garrett let me borrow the BioShock full collection for me letting him play the copy that I didn't own of Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's how that works.
Traded, and I was putting some time into it, completely forgot how scary that game was.
Yeah, that'll trip you out.
BioShock 1 is terrifying, dude. Straight up. I had to wait till I got like a few minutes into it. I'm like, I gotta wait till Karen gets home.
I need her to hold me, which is completely legit. Yes, someone should hold you.
Being this frightened with a loaded firearm next to me is not a good thing.
No.
So I waited until she got home. I put a good good bit of playtime into this game, and then I got Assassin's Creed Origins for Christmas, and I have yet to pick it back up.
I get that. Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, I feel the same way. I actually was a good ways into Rise, Son of Rome, which is an Xbox exclusive.
Same.
Yes. Yeah, got a good ways into it, and again, Christmas season happened, and I don't know what happened after that. Now, I think
we may need to rename this episode just Gaming ADD. I don't think it needs to be. I don't think it needs to be the blues. Yeah,
well,
I think we're just.
I did find out because I was curious about this because I did the trial and then I deleted the trial and then I got the game and loaded the game back on my Xbox and it had a 50 gigabyte update.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I put it in and I was like, well, will I have to restart the whole thing or what? But apparently, even though I've removed it from the hard drive, it saved my save file, so I just picked it back up. So, I mean, and it really not on this list is Mass Effect Andromeda.
Same.
I'd removed it. Yeah, and I removed it from the list, and I had fun with it. I really did. I may actually have to start that game over because I have no clue what's going on.
Sorry, the Bamboozler again. That's another one that he has 3 appearances on this list. This is the second.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey man, let's." He was like, "Hey, oh wait, let me do my best Bamboozler." Okay,
go for it.
Hey man, you gotta play this freaking game. It's so good. I know you're gonna love it. It's awesome. Like just you just play the game and let me know what you think. I'll just let you borrow it. No big deal. And so I picked it up and I'm having a hard time falling in love with it.
What is it?
I don't know. It's Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm just having a hard time. Having a hard time falling in love with her.
Here, 2 things I've noticed about Andromeda. One. The original Mass Effect trilogy was a little more Star Wars. I think the new one's a little Star Trek.
Okay.
Which means you've got more science. They've still got firefights and stuff, but it's different firefights. The feeling of it has changed. Obviously the verticality is improved and whatever, but while you're going around stuff, you have different things to focus on, different things to worry about. And each thing, I'm like, this feels like an away mission. Honestly, there is a distinct, in my opinion, show reference difference between the trilogy and Andromeda, which could be why people didn't dig it. I personally was liking where it was going. I didn't see a lot of bugs or whatever. I got to a point where I was like, what? This person's here too? So that was cool. But, I mean... so I don't know. The second thing is I think people were so hoping that Shepard would come back. I think to turn people off. And honestly, I'm kind of glad it's a different thing because you have a chance to do something completely different. And maybe if they write the second one way, way better and make a trilogy, you might actually see some sort of a thing where you have Shepard's bit of the galaxy versus Andromeda's bit of the galaxy, and maybe they go to war. I don't know.
I mean, we got 3 nearly perfect games.
Mass Effect 2 is amazing.
Mass Effect 2 is still in my top
Masterpiece.
3 best games ever made.
Masterpiece.
I've said it before on the show. My youngest son's middle name is Thane because of Mass Effect 2. Like it's real high on my list. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like with Andromeda, I don't feel like they made, like with Shepard, like you were the first Spectre, and then you got this amazing ship that you've been on for the first quarter of the game, and then you had to track down a Spectre that the galaxy actually respects, and then you got to make tough decisions. And then with 2, those decisions meant something. And then with 3, like, you got to see the story come to an end. And it was just like... But like in 2, and even in 3 with Mass Effect, and even in 1, as atrocious as parts of that game was...
Yeah.
I mean, you really... And Mike and I have done a whole episode about the Mass Effect series, so if you guys want to hear that, it's in the backlog somewhere. It was just... you care so much about the characters.
So much. Yeah.
Like... When certain characters die or don't die, or I mean, the story wrote them out in 3, it wasn't a choice that I made because they would live forever if it were my choice.
And let's face it, I know the point you're about to make, but the one about the genophage in Mass Effect 3, that made Mojo's Watch Mojo's #1 pick for characters that made men cry.
Yeah, dude.
And I completely agree with that choice.
Like, there are things that game did with storytelling that, I don't know, like Andromeda to me, I feel like has potential as a series, but I didn't find myself being like, oh, I really like this guy or girl or at all. Like, people
there were characters around them I liked, but writer, are you playing it as a male or female writer?
Male.
Because you got him and his sister. I was too.
I love the way they did that too. Super cool. But I don't know. Like I'm male writer. I feel like maybe it's too open. Maybe there's too many choices to make. Maybe there's, you know what I mean? Like even
we need to finish the story so we can give a comprehensive thing, because there's too much in the air right now that could go either way.
Right?
Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I would say that. What's next on your list?
Basically, kind of the roundup. Dragon Age Origins is one I got from Xbox Gold, as well as Earthlock, which kind of is an action. I would almost call it a teen RPG. It's not heavy combat, but it's interesting enough to keep your attention.
Is it a JRPG?
It's kind of a JRPG. I found it interesting enough that I have it, but I played it for a bit. I let it go. But it's on my list. It's one I want to try out. And then Fallout 4 I did get with the last of my Christmas money and my birthday discount from the Game Exchange. But welcome. I'm not loading it until I kill 2 games off.
Yeah, that's a really wise decision.
Because I will never play anything else again if I put that in and try to.
We've done a Why We Love Fallout as well. Yeah. And Fallout 4 is freaking awesome.
Because beards never change.
That's not true. Neither is war. War never changes. I'm pretty sure we're not going after people with, rocks and sticks anymore. But I digress.
You don't know.
So I think one of the coolest parts about Fallout 4 is on my list too. Fallout 4 and Skyrim, I've told you, have been a game that I've picked up and put down, picked up and put down, picked up and put down. I'll go through these weird phases where like I will eat, sleep, breathe, dream, urinate. Fallout 4.
Wow.
Like it is the only game ever made for the Xbox One, and then I will just stop. And then I'll pick up Fallout. I'll pick up Skyrim. Same exact thing. And then I'll put it down. And then I'll pick up something completely new. And then I'll put it down. And then like in 6 months, Karen will be like, are you playing Fallout 4 again? I'm like, yeah. This time I'm going to play as a power armored stealth knife only player who's evil but also schizophrenic. Like I get these like weird Like,
wow.
play like, this time I'm going to be the ultimate Minuteman. She's like, wait, haven't you done it before? I'm like, no, I only dabbled in the Minuteman to unlock this thing. Mwahaha. But this time, things are gonna be different. No, they're not. No, they're
I'm
not.
gonna wear the tights and the tri-corner hat, and I'm gonna use a musket.
I legitimately have that character. Not joking.
You're kidding.
I have the general. I started the general playthrough. It is very, very time consuming, which again is why I put it down. I feel like Skyrim anyway. But yeah, those two games are on my list because right now I'm not playing them at all.
Oh, man. Well, if games were bad, are you done with games?
Let me look at my... No.
Oh, there's more. I'm done with my list, so I'm like, I assumed you were. Please continue, sir.
I'll go quickly. Injustice 2. I love DC Comics. It is not a shock for anyone who knows me. I love fighting games. Thus, I love the Injustice series wholeheartedly.
So are you working on the campaign or leveling up characters? Which one are you working
on? I blew through the campaign in like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll understand why Jake is very proud of the fact that he has 3 or 4 level 20 characters now, and I've got 1.
I need to fight him. Is he a button masher or is he good?
See here, I think he's a pattern masher. I think he's evolved from he's evolved from button mashing. He's got combos he sticks to.
Okay.
But he's not like... Okay, so I knew this guy in my college days who literally, once he hit you in the air, you never hit the ground.
Was it Dave?
Like, you never touched the man. Actually, it was Dave's friend, James. James was like the Jedi of button mashers. Like, he'd be doing like weird contortionist finger things and hitting... I'm like, what is that? And my guy would never... he would rock King on Tekken and he would kick my butt every time. And I'd be happy. Oh, I hit you 3 times. Here I go. Crack, boom. That would be it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, Jake is not that guy, but he's getting to the point where he's learning. He's like, yeah, I never think about throws. I'm too busy doing meter burns and this and that. And I'm like, I don't even know how to do a meter burn. So
yeah, I don't believe in meter burns. I believe in devastating super attacks. So,
and I does too. But
I get why he does them, but it's I like and that's one of the great things about the game is the diversity. But I have not picked this game up since like the second fighter pack came out. I
get that. I mean, really, the kids are bugging me. Can we get the Ninja Turtles, Dad? Dude, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Maybe. Yeah, so that one's on my list. Sniper Elite 3 for the PS4, also on my list. I love World War II. I love the Mosin Nagant.
Yes.
My favorite service rifle besides the K98 Mauser, but... I am traditionally more of a Russian firearms fan than I am a German one. But yeah, this was on my list too. I bought it to play with a friend. The friend never plays, so I never really play it.
Yay, togetherness.
And I think that does it, because like I said, I'm not going to go into indie games because we could be here for legitimately 63 hours.
I got that.
Well, let's move on
listener,
to the realm of visual stimuli that doesn't involve a controller, TV, or as Mike and I know it, streaming stuff.
Which sounds like a bathroom chore.
It sounds like a bathroom problem.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Like a bathroom issue.
Yes. So, I'm just going to run down my 4 and then explain what the junk... So, I have yet to hit Stranger Things Season 2.
Right.
And here's the thing. Sophia and Jake are begging me to try it. And here's the premise. They have gotten into watching Unsolved Mysteries on Amazon. And I've told them it will mess with you. And so far, it has not.
What?
And I think the reason why is we haven't done any of the paranormal cases, and we've only done like 2 or 3 episodes together. So eventually, they're going to get the heebie-jeebies, as they say.
For sure.
And I'm like, okay, you don't even know what oh my gosh is yet. And Stranger Things does a great job of establishing the things aren't right here. Oh my gosh, what was that? Oh my gosh, I beat myself.
Yep.
So, I'm hesitant to go into season 2 if I'm going to give them a chance and they like it. I'm gonna have to wait on them. So that's kind of my dilemma on that. And then everything else is Amazon related because I'm on Netflix so much doing things. I forget that The Tick, Jean-Claude Van Johnson, and
I want to watch that show so bad. iRobot is so on my list. Everyone's like, James, dude, you would love iRobot so much. Oh my gosh, you should totally watch it. Like, I wanna, but I don't have time. I mean, I do have time, but I'm also doing like other stuff. Like binge watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at work. I didn't really say that. That's someone else. I mean, binge watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Previously edited content. Mike, one of the ones on my list, besides iRobot, is Black Mirror. Do you have any friends that are like, oh my god, Black Mirror is so weird. You totally love it. It's amazing. It's about hackers.
I know that. Who was it? Was it? I want to say it was
Chris Hardwick.
Chris Hardwick said that. Yeah,
he raves about
it on the podcast. Yeah, Black Mirror. He mentions that one. One that he doesn't mention is The Punisher. When you need to get through that so we can talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna push this one real hard on Karen.
Seriously, I watched the entire thing on my phone. I'm not even lying. Where I could, I watched it. I didn't even care.
Like, Mike, why is you taking you so long to poop? I'm watching The Punisher. I mean, I'm listening to... I'll be out in a minute. Angry Birds is real hard. Another one, and this
hits... is real hard? Stop listening to me.
I'm punished by my... No. 7-Eleven.
Bite that on the stick. You got a problem.
So one of the ones that I'm ashamed... I've watched only one episode, and it was so intense, I've yet to pick the show back up again. One Mike and I should be very invested in, Ozarks.
Weirdly enough, is it about the bald knobbers?
No.
Then I don't know what the show's
Thank
about.
God.
Yes, that would be
weird. Jason Bateman at his finest dramatic role ever.
I want to check it out because of that reason.
Oh, man, one episode is not kid-friendly. I don't even know if it's Chrissy-friendly, to be honest with you.
A lot of the stuff I watch is yeah, I get that.
I mean...
I get that.
Yeah. You gotta watch Stranger Things, too. I gotta watch Punisher. We gotta watch them both.
Yes, and then do episodes about each.
Exactly. Guys, we're gonna wrap things up there.
Yeah,
I'm calling it a little early. I want to give you guys a last of the party update.
Ooh.
I didn't tell Mike about this. I wish I could do his voice so bad.
I know. Robert Stack was awesome, dude. If you don't know what we're talking about, go to Amazon Prime, click on Unsolved Mysteries, and just listen to Robert Stack's narration, because just that guy speaking words and breathing things, it's just like... Dude, your voice just is awesome to my ear. Thank you for doing things.
It's times for a James's Quickie Top 5. James's Top 5 things he wished he could talk like. Number 1, Josh Groban singing.
Not wrong.
Number 2, Sir Charles Stewart. Number 3, Sir Ian McKellen. Number 4, Dude from Unsolved Mysteries.
Robert Stack.
And number 5, just Bruce Campbell, because he's cool. He's just a cool dude. I don't know. Progress report on Last of the Party.
Ooh.
So over the past 2 weeks, myself and an unnamed party have been...
Unnamed party.
That's not the name.
I don't know why. I'm so sorry.
That's not the name of Mike and I's second podcast, by the way.
What's up with them in parties? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Something else.
For somebody who never has any social activity, they sure talk a lot about parties.
I know, right?
So myself and someone else, we'll say, have been working feverishly to develop an Android app for those of you in Android world. iTunes, you guys got iTunes. Now, I am going to eventually roll it out to iTunes, but be on the lookout, Android users, for that. I am developing an app. I'm kind of doing everything but the programming work because I don't know how to do that, but I'm working very closely with someone who's extremely smart and does. So we are collabing to try to get that to you guys as soon as possible. My goal is by the end of February. It takes a long time to program stuff, so be patient.
What are can you tell any details at this time about this app?
So it won't be free. I'm just going to lay that out there. It's going to be 99 cents probably. I'll try to keep it as close to $1 as I can. It's a one-time thing. Unlimited listens, unlimited downloads. Essentially, this is going to be your one-stop shop for all your Last of the Party goodness. On the go, on your phone, at all times. So you're going to be able to press the icon, which will just be our logo, and on your phone, it'll have all of our episodes. It'll automatically update when we upload an episode to our website and into the Libsyn or wherever you enjoy the show. It'll upload here as well. That's my number one criteria, is that it has to be an automatic thing so you guys never miss out on anything. From there, you guys can subscribe to get alerts. You'll be able to click links in the menu to go to all of our social media.
Ooh, media.
If you'd like to review the app or the pod, you'll be able to do that from there. Search episodes.
Please do.
Yeah. Search episodes, share episodes. Please do. And once we start getting merch going, which is also something I want to have done by the beginning of March, you will be able to enjoy all of it from this. I don't know how long this is going to take, but it takes time to do it right, and like Mike and I have always said, we won't release anything until it's perfect. So bear with us. It's coming. Just Android people know that I think about you all the time. iPhone people, when it comes to podcasts, have had it way too easy for way too long. I will eventually bring it to the iTunes App Store, but my first priority is taking care of my Android people, who I feel like have been kind of left out in the cold this whole time. If you're on Android and you can hear my voice right now, tell me how you consume the show. Please. Is it on YouTube? Are you a Stitcher fan? Are you something I've never heard of? Do you prefer an app? I hope we can just get the app done so it's not an issue. You just do that and it's fine. But
indeed,
that's what we're working on.
Thank you for that update.
Yes, I know that I will be up in the Kansas City area sometime mid-February, so Mike and I will be doing an in-person episode, which are always way better when it's in person. Guys,
always way better.
Thanks so much for listening. We
appreciate you.
Ear holes. And your
we love you
pushes.
And for you using your ear holes. I don't know if I love your ear holes exclusively. That seems way too much.
Yeah, earwax is disgusting. I could never be an audiologist. That's gross.
Ear, nose, and throat person, no. No.
Or dentist, for that matter. I could never be a dentist.
I know, right? I mean, halitosis, what do you do? Is it like peppermint? Is there peppermint in the mask that blocks out the halitosis? That's what
Mine would have chloroform.
So you can knock yourself out?
I don't want any part of it.
Oh, goodness.
Anyways, dear listener, if you guys enjoyed the show or you hated the show and want to torture someone, please share it with your friends. It helps us out a lot. If you're feeling super duper frisky, you can head to patreon.com/lastoftheparty or simply click the link below to support the show in a major, major, major way. However, bare minimum, share it with your nerd friends because we love us some nerd peoples. Go check us out on Instagram at last_2_the_party. I'll take a breath now. You go to lastoftheparty.com or simply check us out the Facebook at Last of the Party. For Last of the Party, I've been James.
I've been Mike. We've been Last of the Party. Thank you so much for tuning in, dear listener. We'll catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Catch you next week, dear listener.
I still have the Unsolved Mysteries theme stuck in my head.
Bye.
The hell is wrong with us? Okay.